Hey folks, good to see you, and thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about 5 new young adult books, but first I want to remind you that we are now open. You can come in the building and browse and check out books. We're asking that you wear a mask and that you limit your visit to 30 minutes or less, but we've got so many awesome new young adult books and DVDs and graphic novels and manga, so I hope you come in. We are open until 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday and until 5 on Fridays and Saturdays, so I hope to see you soon. If you are a fan of the Children of Blood and Bone series, you're going to like this debut fantasy. It's the first in a series. It's called Witches Steeped in Gold by C.N. Smart. Instead of being kind of West African-inspired magic, this is like Caribbean-influenced witchcraft, more like a Kata witch. You've got 2 main characters. They rotate in their points of view. One is a princess, one is a prisoner, and they become united on a quest for vengeance. If you like morally gray characters, anti-heroes, this is a great choice. And also if you like your fantasy, like not romance focused, this is a great choice. Next up is Prepped by Bethany Mangle. This is a realistic contemporary novel, but it is kind of a mix of genres. So sometimes it feels like a thriller, other times it's funny, other times it's romantic. It's about this girl named Becca who has grown up in a doomsday community. So like her and her whole neighborhood, her neighbors, believe that the end of the world could come at any moment and that they have to practice their survival skills, build bunkers, things like that. And Becca just wants to be normal. She is going to try to figure out how to escape. And she has some plans. She wants to actually escape with the boy from the doomsday community next door that her parents want her to marry. But when her dad gets in an accident, everything kind of collapses and she really doesn't know how to get out. Her mother, who is a truly awful character, is super strict and controlling, and she doesn't want to leave her sister there by herself. So it's a unique story. I think it's a great kind of book for a standalone if you want to read something that's not a series, and if you like kind of those different genres in one book, definitely check out Prepped. So lately in YA, I feel like there's been a lot of kind of contemporary paranormal fantasies that have like a horror element to them. So I'm thinking of Wilder Girls by Rory Power or the book What Big Teeth. And this one is very similar. This is called House of Hollow. It's by Crystal Sutherland. This one is about a girl named Iris, and her 2 sisters have these identical kind of moon-shaped scars. They don't know how they got them, and they don't have many memories of their childhood. It's kind of like an empty space for them. So when one of Iris's sisters goes missing, and all sorts of weird, truly weird stuff starts happening, like corpses falling from the ceiling or people with horns chasing you, Iris kind of has to figure out what is going on, what happened to them, do they have powers, and basically it's a supernatural mystery story. It's also about family and sisterhood, and Crystal Sutherland, I think, does a great job with contemporary books, so I'm really excited to see what she does with the fantasy. We have got the new book by Becky Albertalli. If you have seen the movie Love, Simon, it is based on her book, Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda. And she writes really great kind of contemporary rom-coms with diverse casts. Kate in Waiting is about 2 best friends. They love drama club and theater. They're super close, Kate and Anderson. And they are very supportive of each other. They've got each other's backs until their long-term, long-distance crush, Matt, that Anderson has a crush on and Kate has a crush on, comes to their school. He's super sweet, super nice, and basically stands in the middle of their friendship. So if you kind of like these romantic comedy tropes, but you want a twist with kind of LGBTQ characters or in a more diverse cast, I think this is going to be a really fun read. Our last book today is The Infinity Quartz by Akemi Dawn Bowman. Now when I saw this cover originally, I kind of thought it was maybe like a royalty-inspired fantasy. It's totally not. This is more like Neil Shusterman's book Scythe. So the main character is 18-year-old Nami, and at the beginning of the book, she is killed on the way to a party. And she ends up in the afterlife, which looks more like the Matrix than it does heaven. And wait for it, the afterlife human souls or humans are kind of ruled over by an evil overlord who is this book's version of like Siri or Alexa, this kind of like artificial intelligence cloud-based technology. And this book is called Ophelia. And so, imprisoned by Ophelia, who is determined to destroy all human life, this character and the other characters she meets in the afterlife have to figure out how to escape. It is wild. I do appreciate when authors try to take a risk and do something different or something a little bit out there, and I think this is going to be a really fun and unique series to start. Okay, friends, thanks for joining me, and join me again in 2 weeks when we're going to talk about more new books for teens, and you'll almost be done school then. I mean, that's amazing. I am so proud of you. And stay tuned for announcements about book clubs that we're having this summer. We've got some really cool things in the works. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.